Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. This is King Manye. I'm the leader and the captain of my destiny. I will succeed because I believe I will, and I was sent here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget it. I am glad to be here, glad to be back on YouTube doing my thing. For those of you that are new to the channel, I created this channel with the intentions to end mass incarceration. I spent over 20 years in the California prison system, and I used my stories about the realities of prison and the realities of life on parole to detour people from uh, taking those same type of steps to go down that road. So anyway, today I'm gonna talk about rappers today versus rappers back then. The rap game has changed, everything has changed, and a lot of rappers keep getting killed. And the reason, there's numerous of reasons, but I wanted to discuss uh, some of the things that was brought to my attention the other day. And it was mainly that, you know, back then in the rap game, back then meaning back in the 80s and the 90s, rappers would hustle. They was hustlers. Hustlers who was trying to get out of poverty, hustlers who was trying to make a better way and a better living for their situation. And so they use the money that they made from the street hustle, whether that was pimping, whether it was selling dope, whatever it was doing to at that time, they used all of that just to invest into the music. And then with the intentions that once they got into the rap game and once they got some money and once they got in a better situation, they would get up out the game. Today, the rappers is doing it all backwards. Today, rappers have a tendency to start out in poverty, start out um, hustling to get, not so much get out of poverty, but they want to get in a better situation so that they can continue to rap about and glorify their hustle, like as though that is the lifestyle. They lost sight of the name of the game was to always get out of the hustling. Nobody wants to stay hitting licks all day. Nobody wants to stay uh, living, watching over your back. Nobody wants to live like that, because the truth of the matter is you only get about 2 to 5 summers committing crime before you get in trouble with the law. You either go to prison or you're going to get hurt. You're going to end up getting killed. And that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing in today's time. That's what we see. We see rappers all the time who have made it. They've upped their status. They may have started out in the streets, may have started out with a need to hustle, may started out with a need to carry a gun. But they somehow turned into a rapper, and they never understood fully how their rap career was forever supposed to change their life. They never understood that once you become rapping, that you need to leave that street life alone. That you need to stick to rapping. You need to become professional. You need to have professional security. You need to move like you are an entertainer, a rapper. That's what you are. You know, even if you have your street ties, even if you're from the hood, how many rappers can we name within the last 5 years who are no longer with us, who was from the streets and died in them same streets? But they didn't have to die. They didn't have to die had they would have understood that they had already elevated their status, you know. And some of these dudes I was fans of. Some of these people will forever be legends. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. But Nipsey Hussle died in his hood. He died in his hood in an altercation with somebody from his hood. And as fucked up as the circumstances may be, that reality of that situation needs to be analyzed. Because the reports say that nobody bust back. He had no security. and he's no longer with us. PNB Rock, another rapper, you know, who out of all of the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles you can go to, you choose to go to the one over in the hood. Well, people from the hood don't even go to that one. And goes there unprotected, goes there with a need to, whether it's a need to come back to the hood, to give back to the hood, whether it's a need to just still feel like you are a hood nigga. The truth of the matter is, man, it can cost you your life. Young Dolph, died trying to eat some cookies, going back to the hood, trying to buy some damn cookies. He's no longer here. And so the gang violence, the gun violence, because it had nothing to do with gangs, and even if it did, I'm unaware of that. The gun violence continues to happen. And so what we see is rappers continuing to get in smoke. Because you got to remember, once you're a rapper, once you've made it, once you got some money, you can go back to your hood and try to feed your soldiers, look out for your homies. But what you do is you put yourself at risk. You put yourself around sharks and hyenas. Even if you are a shark and hyena, you want to feel like that. Who got more to lose? See, because a nigga that's thirsty and hungry, he got nothing to lose, man. He got everything to gain. Well, he take your life or take your chain. It's the same thing to him, you know. And so, but you, the rappers, the ones who's making it, who got a deal, who got a contract, got so much to lose. Career, and in the worst case scenario, your life, their lives. And the rappers versus back then and today, the rappers back then knew that. You didn't see what's going on today happen in the 80s and the 90s. You didn't see that. And when you did hear of some type of gun violence, you know, it was rare. Not that they wasn't popping, but people just moved a little different, you know. The epidemic, I want to say, that what's going on today, where every other week you're going to hear about a rapper getting killed, it's because, for one, these niggas is dumb and they glorify the street life like that's the life to live and stay in. Not understanding that most people who did the street life, lived the street life, only did it out of necessity. And as soon as they could up their status, they got the fuck on, man. They didn't continue doing that shit. Nobody want to continue pulling triggers. Nobody want to continue carrying guns. Nobody, I mean, I'm not going to say nobody, but reality is you shouldn't want to. And if you're promoting that shit, your mind is gone. Your vision is gone, and you gonna be next to get smoked. It's simple, man. I didn't create the shit. I just call pattern what it is. You know, you could be the smartest, but you could talk about the same dumb old shit, and you're doing some of the same dumb old shit. Rappers. That's what this is about, man. And so how could the madness stop, man? Takeoff just got killed out in Houston. Rapper, one of the rappers from the Migos. I'm not saying he did something wrong. I'm not saying any other people did something wrong to cause them to get killed. But I am going to say that their actions, they failed to realize that they had made it. They failed to guard themselves and protect themselves. And the worst thing, they put themselves around sharks and hyenas just to feel like you're a real nigga, man. You know, I don't think you're going to see Jay-Z at a dice game with average street niggas who's trying to come up, average killers, without his security. I don't think you're going to see that. I don't think you're going to see him, 50 Cent moving like that without his security. And it's because once you become valuable, You learn to protect your assets. Once you become worth money, you protect it. What do? Rich people, the wealthy, they know. They protect their assets. Only a fucking idiot wears his assets on his his neck, his ear, all of his assets. And like, this is what it is. They protect their assets. They put their money in a bank. Stocks and bonds. So this video right here is for the aspiring rapper. This video right here is for those who are rapping. This video right here is for the intellectuals and the everyday gangsters and all of the people that support the channel. Basically, what are we promoting? We're promoting death. That's all we're promoting. It's sheer ignorance, man. It's the repeat times we are going to hear about rappers getting killed. And then the way they get killed by gun violence, the locations that they get killed could have all been prevented. You know, once you've made it out the streets, get you some security, damn it. Stop going back to them ghetto ass hoods. And if you need to show love back to your homies, and bring them to where you at, possibly. Even if you do that, you always need to protect your assets. Be wise, you know, because them days is over. You become a moving target. All in all, death is promised to each and every one of us the way we die. Only God can decide that, but we can do something to start thinking and being a little bit wiser. Like I say, crime, whether you pimping, whether you hustling, that shit is you only gonna get the ball out for about 2 to 5 summers. And those who seem like legends, they did it for 10 summers. But the end was all the same. They got washed. They went to prison. It's a dead end, you know. So you can get the same type of money, not as fast, but doing the right thing and not taking the risk of losing your life, whether it's the death or the prison. It's sad, man. You know, it's sad. And so, especially as someone who is a rapper, to know the condition of the rap industry, the mindset of the rap industry, to glorify killing, to really glorify murder, like as though it doesn't have a consequence. If a motherfucker back then did a murder, had to do a murder, man, this shit was something was gonna be quiet about, because it was not something that you wanted to attract to yourself. You don't want to attract people, everybody walking around you carrying 30 sticks. You don't want a culture of vultures like that, man. It becomes deadly, it becomes ruthless, and today we're living in them times. Change your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace, P&B Rock. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, Little Cash Desto. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Rest in peace, King Von. Rest in peace to the many Oakland rappers, to the Bay rappers. And they all died, got killed due to gun violence. So we can change it, we can make a difference. Listen, I'm King Monyak. I'm the leader and the captain of my destiny. I was sent here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget it. I want to ask everyone who listened to this video to subscribe to my channel if you're not, so that way you can get this real live content on how we can end mass incarceration. I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to hit the like button. And thank you for your time. Love yourself. Peace.